Excuse me while I be a little bit extra today. Did I even get this on straight? Oh man, that doesn't look good. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of engineering. So these sleeves have a lot of volume in them, but they don't have a lot of support. So I'm going to be making a sleeve support for them. It's going to require some math. Honestly, I'm going to fudge it, but I want the sleeves to be probably about this full. So I have cable ties, which I use for all of my boning needs, and I'm kind of thinking that that might be the size that I want. Ooh, look at that! Okay, that's a little bit big, isn't it? Is it? I kind of like them. Yeah, that's the size I want. Okay, cool. So white boning on a white table, that's not gonna work. Ah, that's better. White balance is important. Where is my marking? Okay, so I'm gonna want these to overlap by an inch or two. That way they don't get like teardrop shaped. Sure. Come on, there we go. Let's round those out to the best of our ability with bad scissors. This part's the hardest. Ugh. Okay, cool. Is it acceptable to use duct tape on this project? Maybe? Do I have duct tape? I found a less permanent solution in case I change my mind. We'll just tape this really good and tape this side too. Ooh, come on, tape, behave. Behave! Cool. So I think this one just needs to be the biggest. Okay, let's make this the same size, shall we? Man, I should have done this before I taped it. Okay. Okay, it needs to match up there and cut it here. Cool, let's put them in and see how they look. Sad sleeve, happy sleeve. Sad sleeve, happy sleeve. Okay, I'm kind of amazed at the difference between the two, and I'm really happy with the shape. I'm thinking I'm only gonna have one bone. I was originally thinking two. I should have two. That way if I wear these with like a jacket or something later, they can still be as supportive as this lightweight material. I copied all of the same steps for the slightly smaller hoops before I started sewing. Because they were already in a hoop shape, I chose to hand sew the bias binding over the bones. I covered the bones with bias tape for two reasons. One, because the tape will eventually fail, and two, because I want them to look nice. I know they're a structural undergarment and will never be seen, but I would know, okay? Let me have nice things. Covering the bones took a few hours, but once they were done, I sewed the smaller bone to the larger one. To be honest, at this point I couldn't really tell which was which, so I guess you could make the hoops the same size and it would just work out. Yeah, just do that. After the hoops were sewn together, I added the support band, fabric strip, slack adjuster. I don't know what that piece is called, I just know it's important. After that was attached to the outer hoop, I measured 3 inches and sewed on the second hoop. Between all of these steps, I did put the sleeve support into the sleeve a few times to make sure that I liked how it looked before actually sewing anything together. The last step was to sew buttonholes to the sleeve support for easy removal and buttons to the shoulders of the sleeve. And I think I will have the poofiest sleeves at the ball. No, seriously. My inner Anne is screaming. Those are some seriously puff sleeves.